In today's video, I tried to survive 2 years in realistic Minecraft. Oh my god, it's right there! In this year, I need to survive 4 seasons. Spring, summer, fall, and even the absolute harshness of winter, where I'll have to learn new game mechanics and build the perfect house for survival. All while watching my thirst, hunger, temperature, and even watching out for the animals and mobs that want my head. This is my 2nd year of realistic Minecraft. Ow! Yo, we found it, bro! Let me go! No, it's tearing my place apart! My adventure begins with the realization that I wasn't happy with where I was living. You see, the mud everywhere just wasn't visually appealing to my eyes, and quite frankly, considering what happened last year with the insane amount of tornadoes and terrible weather I encountered, I really didn't want to be here anymore. And with that, I decided I was going to move locations, but I wasn't going to do this in a way that takes me on land travel. Instead, I was going to cross the ocean. This led me to trying to figure out which form of travel I should use into crossing the ocean, and with realistic Minecraft, there are quite a few options you could use. Starting off with the canoe, which I immediately knew was not going to work, and then moving on to more of our ship actual things, which honestly, I don't even know how to say half of these things. But I did know I did want a ship with sails, as then I could travel with the power of wind. So when I asked you guys on if I should make the cheaper one or the expensive one, you decided to cook me and pick the expensive one. And so I was going to have to get to work right away. Now I am going to have to add that I wasn't able to access my old account anymore, as it was hacked and it was on a really old email address that apparently didn't even exist anymore. And not only did I lose my Minecraft username, but I also can't access any of the Xbox games I had back in the day. But don't worry, I was able to mostly connect my new account to everything my old account had access to, so I did get to keep ownership of Freddy. However, I didn't get every single achievement, so you will see achievements pop up throughout the video. With that in mind, I now had to make the oak transport ship. Now, in order to do this, one of the first things I was going to need was the string for the sails. Thankfully, I had a lot of infested leaves right outside of my house, as I had set it up for last year. And this led to the ultimate string grind. After collecting a ton of string, I would then go over and plant my crops, because it was springtime and I thought they could actually grow. But instead, they would die because it was still too cold and I was still getting blizzards. This made me start making the assumptions that the weather was trying to just rage bait me up to this point. After picking up my dead crops, it was finally time to turn my string into paper. And this process is literally the most boring thing ever, and so I didn't even have it in full screen. I was just watching YouTube and playing Minecraft at the same time. And after a week of collecting string and weaving it into paper, I eventually would collect myself to see how far I currently was. Okay, I just weaved a frick ton of silk cloth. And this is stuff that I need again. Y'all were like, no survivor, do a big one. So this requires 6. Oh my god. 6, 12, 18, 24, so 48. I have 35. Okay. Hey, we're making progress here. We're making good progress. Now, I just need to make the sail. Now I just need to get a few more string. We can make the sail. And Freddy, you know what? You can come with me tomorrow, but it's boring work, bro. I don't think you're gonna be interested. With that, another week went by with me collecting string and then weaving it into paper. Until finally, I had enough. 48 of these freaking things with some extra story. So now, if all goes according to plan, I should be able to make 8 of these freaking string things. How many? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. Boom! Basic math. Now we can build these. We can actually build these now. Now that I think about it. We need 12 logs. 12 basic logs. And a lot of treated wood. Next up, I wanted to get the resources to create the leads that were required in order to make the sails. And this led to the delusion that I needed jute seeds in order to do this. And so, I did the whole process all to get these jute seed items and then plant them and everything, only to figure out that I wasn't going to be able to do that. Because I lived in like the coldest place in the universe, and so the temperature for these jutes wasn't going to be able to be ready to go until the summertime, and I just couldn't have that. A couple of days would go by, and I was kind of stumped on what to do next, and this led to a lot of side quests, such as cleaning all of the snow around my house and everything, as it was constantly piling up. I would also tend to my bees, as I had to completely reset them due to the tornado from year 1 taking them from me. Also, I'm going to quickly include this. I'm sorry that I don't have any clips of me actually making the beehives or putting the flowers down. I promise you, if I was cheating, I would have had the flowers all set and the bees already there. Because if you remember this from last year, this literally takes forever. Now, one of the other things I was going to need for the sails were ropes, and this required a lot of plant string. And so, me and Freddy hit the grass fields, where we would cut the plants with our knives so we could get fibers for it, which we would then turn into string, and finally allowing us to make all of the ropes we needed. With all of that and using some spare leather I had from last year, I was able to make my sails for the boat. 2, 4. Yeah. Oh my god. I can not move at all. 1 sail. 2 sail. 3 sail. And 4 sails. Yay. Oh my god. Bro, those things are so heavy. But those are all of the sails to our boat complete, at least. That's something. And where does like all of the random stuff I threw around? We have one of the lumber things, and you guys want so much. You guys wanted me to get the big boat, so don't be mad at me when I'm like, yeah, big boat ain't gonna work. Okay, so it turns out we had a couple bit of this in there too, so we did all that for nothing. But it's fine. We'll live. I'm kind of curious how to make leather armor, because I need protection. But yeah, that's about right. Anything? Leather tanner? Fucking tan leather? What the frick is this, dude? There's so much flasks. I don't really know, like, how useful this is. Leather jacket. I could give it to a dog. Yo. Would you wear that? Would you wear a leather jacket? Let me make a business decision real fast. You know how cute this guy would look in a freaking leather jacket. How are you gonna say no to it? That's cute. Right. So let's take a little peek at how much leather string we got going on here. Okay, there's the achievement. Thanks a lot. Alright, 6 of it. I grab the string. Do you turn into wool if I go? Well, let me see how much of wool. What is a wool? How's wool made? Oh. Ow. No. I used all of them. Honestly, like, I had the My calculations were kind of spot on, but I guess my homie is not getting old. Alright, well, that's the sales completed. I'm fairly certain, too, we have all of the wood required for this freaking boat. Yeah, this better work. I have a ton of the resources for it, so I'm kind of scared. I'm not worried about no, not that, the dyed bucket. Wooden bucket, yeah. How do you make a dye, though? Do I really need dye? Chests, easily crafted. This is what I am worried about, dude. The big stack of treated wood. I need 9 of those. And do you know how expensive this is? Dude. That's just treated wood. And look, I would make an airship. But look, quite frankly, an airship is a little bit worse to make. So we're making a transport ship. It better be a transport ship. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sad. Like, really sad. And testing it is gonna be fun, because honestly, like, I have never been that close to an ocean. Oh my god, there's 2 of them. Why is there 2 of them? What? How did you make 2? I'm so confused. My major dilemma at the time was time itself. I had a lot of things ready to put the boat together. However, the bees themselves prevented me from being able to get the treated wood I needed. And I needed a lot of treated wood. So obviously, I needed to find a way to pass the time. Now, one of the ways I would do this would be, one, by tending to the animals. Yo. Oh, I only needed 1 drake. Okay, not 2. You're a female. You are destined to carry on the flock. 2, I got the idea to build a dock, which I was going to make out of Douglas fir logs, and I decided to do this because I was making a boat, and a boat has to stop somewhere. And so, after forging a new copper axe, I then cut down the trees I needed and then went off to make my Douglas fir dock. And with that, I then proceeded to create the best dock of all time. And yes, I ended up losing all of my copper armor while doing this, and also I did store my insulated leather armor in a barrel somewhere. But still, this dock is probably the best thing your eyes will ever look at. 5.3 down. No. I hope you guys like my dock. Look. It's not meant to look, it's meant to just work, okay? We can be like physically appealing when we're rich and things, but for now, that's my boat. That's my dock. And don't give me crap about it, okay? It's a dock. It's a dock. Yeah, I know. I need to bleach my eyes too. I would also add fishing to one of the things I would do in my pastime, simply because it was the best way I could get food and to pass the time. Okay, let's catch me some fish. Come on, I see you. No, don't get under the ice, bro. Oh wow, hello. I'm pretty sure, like, if I were to live anywhere in the real world, this would probably be considered Canada. No, not Canada. I think either Canada or Alaska, because Alaska has salmon, and quite frankly, I am fishing in a river with salmon in it, so, I mean, it probably is a lot like Alaska. Really cold all the time. See, the thing is like, oh, holy. Like, I would use the moving fishing, like, strategy, like what we're doing now, in real life. Like, this is something I would actually do. I would put it in and I'd just let it sit. I've done this before. I went to like Arkansas once and I did some fishing there and I wasn't really catching much, so I put the water in the current, and that's how I caught fish. Is I made it move. Which, I mean, I think is a pretty solid strategy. Holy! I then spent the next day fishing as well before finally heading home and cooking all of the fish that I had caught. After all of my fish was cooked, I would then go and tend to the animals before finally planting some seeds in my soil. As now that I was midway through spring, I was able to finally plant my crops. This would also lead to me like scooping up poop manure and then putting it on my crops as well so the crops could grow faster. To be honest, I actually don't know if that works or not. I then went out to gather some flowers for my bees, as the more flowers you have around a beehive, the bigger chance it has at spawning bees. I then wanted to create something surrounding the bees so that way any snow from blizzards wouldn't take my flowers away and therefore disrupting with the chances of me getting bees. And so I began making the whole thing and then I immediately began procrastinating. Now, while I was hunting, I was also researching the mod pack, and this is when I discovered that if I followed the same method that I used to get the jute seeds, I also had a small chance at obtaining a rubber tree, which would give me luddocks, which could be used to make leads. This was a huge find, as luddocks seemed a lot easier to obtain than waiting months for my jute seeds to be planted and to grow. Yo, do it. Finally, bro. Just let some rubber wood safely. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry, bro. Actually, no, I'm not. This took like 2 weeks for me to get, and I was overjoyed to have finally got the sapling. And so, I set it up so it could grow into a rubber tree. I then spent literal days trying to figure out how to make this little like copper thing. I don't know, I forgot the name and I want to forget it because I spent so long just trying to do this and get the anvil to work that I was arguably losing my mind. I even ran out of charcoal, so I had to do the whole charcoal thing until finally I was able to obtain what I was needing. I then was able to get to the rubber tree because it took forever, and I was able to set up the tree tap and the bucket for my latex, and now all I had to do was wait. Now while I waited, I went and tended to my crops by removing the ice and the water, and then after that I decided it was finally time to get back to the little bee thing I had made, and so I collected flowers in the fields and then applied them to the beehives. After a couple of days, my latex had finally filled up, and so I collected all of it. And after doing that, it was finally time to take the bee thing head on. I went out to collect all of the Douglas fir trees I needed, and then after turning them all into wood, it was finally time to add a roof to everything. And yes, I know this is the ugliest build you've probably seen in your entire life, but I promise you they get better throughout the video. Just a cheap way to save a buck. Isn't this kind of funny? Isn't this like, this is hilarious. I love that I just did this. The roof needs to be slabs. Look, it opens too. Wow. Oh my god, Survivor. You're so smart. You deserve a medal. Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you, fellow subscriber. I agree. I know. I'm kind of losing it here. But I did eventually finally finish up the bee thing, which honestly, it needs a better name. I just never figured out what to call it. But once again, I found myself waiting for the bees. Honestly, like, my relationship in this series with bees right now was literally the equivalent of that one dude who got his girlfriend stolen by a bee in the Bee Movie. Like, I am relating so hard to that guy because bees just, they suck out the life out of me. Like, I literally just had nothing else to do, so I made the frickin' like stupid torches and like placed them around my house. Also, these torches are like timed, so they won't stay lit forever, which kind of sucked, but I did put a few in the bee thing, and it did end up looking kind of pretty at night, so. Also, instead of the bee thing, I literally just thought of this. I'm going to call it the Hive for the rest of the video. I think that sounds fire. Now, while I waited for my bees so I could get honey, so I could finally get my treated wood, so I could start building this boat, I needed to find things to do. And well, one of those things was I made a couple of bridges. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking or why they look so ugly, but I just made bridges because honestly, can you blame me? Like, I was running out of stuff to do, like badly, and I just needed something to do with my life. Few other things I would do was tending to my crops, as a lot of them have grown to this point because it's just taken so gosh darn long for the bees. So now I could finally have a sustainable food source, and I used a lot of my crops to give to my farm animals, which would allow them to produce me more meat. And honestly, I haven't even killed a farm animal yet. I don't even know when I'm going to do that. I don't know. But another big thing I would do was I AFK'd a lot just in the beehive area because I thought I would get more bees that way. And I began watching season 3 of Invincible, and if you haven't seen that yet, please go watch it because none of my friends want to watch it and they're all losers because Invincible is freaking awesome. Until finally, towards the end of spring, it would happen. It finally happened after so much waiting, but I've been just in the house chilling. Look, you see that? Where that? Come on. Wait, I swear there were bee particles here. There's bees. I swear there's bees. I'm gonna tweak. No, please don't tell me I was. See, there's bees in here. Look, there's bees. Oh, God. Oh, isn't that that's so awesome, bro? Finally, there's bees. You guys, like, I don't know why it takes so long. All right, but we're gonna get it in here. And then I want more in here, but we need the next 2. And we can finally make the little wood encumbered ones. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. Now that I had my bees, I could finally use that honey to create treated wood. And this was going to take a very long time, as the bees refreshed honey every 2 days, and I needed a lot of treated lumber. Now, to keep myself busy, I actually would expand my house a little bit, as I thought that the area was getting a little bland and a little expansion wouldn't hurt anyone. And so I would expand it and place some mud bricks down for the floor, and then finalize the whole little new area. Also, I decided to dedicate some more time to Freddy, and I made him a little pedestal to sleep on. Now look, as much as I would love to go over everything and every little detail about getting the bees and then turning it into the lumber stuff that I needed for the boat, this video would be like 8 hours long because I just was bored and I was doing stuff in between. I probably rewatched the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe all over just trying to get these bees, and I'm not even kidding. While recording this, I was in the middle of Endgame, bro. So I would have to create stacked treated wood with the treated wood, and that would require me to get a lot of that so that I could make even more stacked treated wood, which is what I actually needed for the boat. This process, bro, like, honestly, screw y'all for this, because, like, this was mean. But anyways, here are some of the important things that happened while I was trying to get the wood. Well, for starters, the ice finally began to melt, I fed the animals, and most importantly, I finally was able to farm my crops. I actually lied about the first one. I learned that apparently I could make like bandages, so me and Freddy did a little bit of flower picking where we would find white or red flowers and then put them with the knife to get medical white powder. Then I just needed a little bit of clay and some cattail, which is also edible. However, I didn't eat it, so I don't know how it tastes. Also, sidetrack, I got my 8th stack of treated wood, and I still need so much more of this. You genuinely hurt me. And then after getting some plant fiber and mixing all of the medical powders, I was finally able to make some band-aids and med kits, which honestly, I didn't make more of this. This was the max amount I made for the rest of the year. I then chopped a bajillion wood, and then for some reason I tried to make gold ingots to then turn into gold powder to then combine it with my carrots so I could get golden carrots, which apparently cure infection that you can get if the zombies get you. However, the gold wouldn't grind and I couldn't figure that out, so if I get touched by a zombie, it's still over for me. I did some research into the mod pack on what are the types of foods I could get, and then I also then made a couple of flasks out of the leather that I still had from last year, and then with all of that, I then went hunting to get said food for what I was hoping to be my future sandwiches. On my way back, I did run into a giant pack of wolves, one of the wolves being a female. I'm just going to leave this here for future foreshadowing. I did learn that you could cut melons and turn them into melon slices, which then you can also turn into popsicles. And so, obviously, I made melon popsicles. Also, I then wanted to make bread, so I began that process as well. Here we go. That sound will never be weird. I then threw all of that into the little charcoal furnace that I have here, and sure enough, I got bread, but it was charcoal charred, which I don't know if that makes a difference in anything or not. Yo. I'm a baker. I just made bread. Bro, look, this is bread. Looks terrible. Remember how I said that female wolf was going to be foreshadowing? Well, here I am pushing the female wolf away from the pack, and you can actually see the familiarities at 40 because sometimes I would run over here and give this wolf a couple bits of meat to eventually hopefully turn the wolf into a dog, so then that way Freddy hopefully will get a girlfriend. We just gotta hope he has the riz to hold it up. When I got back, I confronted the ducks about my problem with the eggs not being fertilized. How did you produce the eggs? Isn't that a really good question? How? How is it possible? You just produce it. Now I need a duck to fertilize it. You. Make it your job. I then made my first set of sandwiches, which were beet bread sandwiches. I know this doesn't sound good at all, and quite frankly, if I had taste buds, I would agree with you, but I still think these are the best sandwiches that could be possibly created. Anyways, back to the female wolf. As you can see, the familiarity is now at 90, and I'm still pushing the wolf on. And yes, the wolf does become a dog. Okay, female dog. Oh my god. Why? This would be the beginning of the greatest mistake I had ever made. Around nighttime, I would finally bring the wolf back, and at this point, I decided that at the moment, I was going to name the dog Sadie. However, for literally the rest of the year, at some point, the dog's name changes from Sadie to Daisy. I don't know how I made that connection, but basically just that wolf's name's Sadie, not Sadie. It's Daisy now, okay? Oh, Freddy, I have someone for you to meet. Look who it is. Look. Look, come on inside, both of you. Look, Freddy. Look who it is. Her name is Sadie. She's gonna be staying with us. Did we just... Okay, you're gonna fit right in. Jeez, alright, I'm going to bed. Well, now I have two of them. I then made another stacked treated wood the next day, and then I began to research into the types of boats I can make, and I determined that depending on the dye I use is the type of boat I'll get, and because white dye is the easiest to make, I'm going to have a birch boat. Eventually, after what felt like forever, I finally got everything I needed to create my last big stack of treated lumber. Now I was finally able to begin to put the pieces together to finally make my boat. Nope, I lied. That wasn't the last piece I had to make. I actually had to make another one, and so I did that.
There's a rat outside, but honestly, I don't even care anymore. Give me all of this. 2. Oh yeah, that's gonna make me real heavy. 3. Ship. Give us birch. Okay. 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Look at this, dude. We have it. The boat. Oh my god. I cannot believe it. A boat. Finally, bro. After all of that work. It only took me like an entire freaking season to get here. Oh my god. I can't believe I finally have the boat. I finally have it. Oh my god. We're going on adventures.
I took a nap right after this. I was so tired, and by the way, this took me the entirety of spring to do, and even dipped into a little bit of summer, and now I was still in early summer, but that boat took literally forever, and I wanted to die the entire time. Now that I had my boat, it was finally time to begin my pilgrimage to the new world, and so I packed what I thought I was going to need, took off to the dock that definitely needs to be deleted sometime, and set sail off to go and find new land.
Oh. We're sailing. Oh my god. Whoa. We're doing this. Oh my god, I'm a pirate, bro. Holy. I hope this is what you won. I hope you guys are proud of me. I'm like actually like low-key a pirate now, so like holy. Oh, I'm getting hot. Really? Take a dip in the ocean? Yeah, you do get hot in boat rides though. It's like a thing. I would. What's the whale shark? Why the whale sharks can hurt you? I want to see one, bro. Like, I'm sad it won't. Oh, whoa. Oh, I saw the whale shark. That thing is terrifying. Like, trying to catch any fish off board. We are going as fast as this thing can cannon. We can have cannons on this. We do not need cannons, bro. Could you imagine? We're not fighting any like evil civilizations anytime soon.
I was on this boat ride for quite some time until finally I would reach land.
Whoa, whoa. Hold. It's land. We found land. Land ho. Whoa, this place could be cool. Whoa, oh, there's more of a beach. Do over here. Slow down. Slow down even more. Oh. Ah. Alright, there we go. We have touched down with the shore. Okay. Let's whip out the bed and go to sleep and explore this land. Morning. This is a lot like where I just came from, so that's why I'm hesitant about this.
I was at first doubtful about this new place of land, but however, after exploring a little bit and getting some crops and checking out the main style of the land, I decided that I actually really liked this part a lot more than where I originally lived. I think the best part was after exploring the mountains a little bit, I found out that a lot of the mountains contained ores that would create copper, which meant I no longer had to sit in the river like a bum and get copper that way, and instead I could actually mine it and get it a lot more and faster than I was originally getting it at.
Oh, this is copper. Oh, this is copper. Yo, yes. We are so living in this area. Like, I don't even care. That's like a forest kind of action. Oh, it's so clutch. Oh, it's so good. This is so good.
I think this is a really good location. And of course, after exploring a little bit more, I found the perfect location for where my new house was going to be, and it was in a small place surrounded by mountains, and my idea was that I was going to make like a log cabin surrounded by mountains, kind of something dissimilar you would see in like Colorado. And after everything, I had determined that this was the perfect place for me to live, and so I got on my boat and sailed back to my old home. Now, once I arrived back home after my long day trip, it was finally time for me to begin packing, and I grabbed literally everything I could possibly get. I even made sure that Daisy and Freddy were in the boat, and while they were in there, I was still moving items around. In the end, after multiple days of packing and doing everything, I would even create a pen for the animals to sit in because I thought that, yeah, for sure, I would love to take like 30 minutes of my day to go and pick up the animals from across the ocean, but ultimately, I didn't really end up doing this. And I did leave behind a couple other animals that, you know, I honestly think deserved to get left behind.
Can you let me right now? You're a dick. I low-key might kill you. But you're lucky. It's not moving day fully yet. But, yeah, for these guys, it's, not looking good. Unless those... Hey, bro, are you guys for real right now? Unless these eggs are fertilized... Oh, you're old? It doesn't look good for either of you.
I would even chop down every single Douglas fir tree I had around my base because Douglas fir is my favorite wood to use. And after stacking up the boat entirely to the point where it couldn't even hold anything left, I took Daisy to the new world with me and we set off to go and create camp.
Oh, we have Sadie. She has a child in 3 days. Oh, Lord. Alright, that's a little terrifying, but we're gonna try. How fast? This thing goes fast, even though it was like completely stored up. I mean, pretty impressive.
Yeah, I did kind of forget to mention that Daisy got pregnant and Freddy is the dad, which, I mean, is kind of crazy to think about. I mean, remember Freddy when he was just a little man? Now he's a dad. God, man, time flies. Anyways, we would eventually arrive, and I created a little staircase to make it easier for me and everyone else to get up, and then I ran into a bear.
Whoa, hello. It's a bear. Oh, he has so much health. Oh, I can't risk though. Like a bear every 2 seconds.
Now look, if there's one thing I've learned over the past year, it's don't get close to things that might want to kill you. And so I made the smart decision and left it alone. I would eventually arrive at the spot that I wanted to call home and then began building a small little shack where I was going to put Daisy and all of the stuff I was going to store from the boat. And the next day, I was interrupted by Sadie giving birth to Freddy's kids. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Did she have... Oh, she had twins. Oh no. Two? In order to try to cope, I tried to finish the little shack that I was making, but to be honest, I was not getting over this.
We have freaking 3 dogs inside of it. Freddy, when he sees the 3 of you, is going to lose his mind. He's going to faint.
I then eventually finally finished the shack, and by the way, this thing looks like absolute garbage, okay? I know it's bad. Please, I promise you the builds get better. Anyways, after building it, I decided instead of moving everything now, I went back to go and get Freddy, and I brought Freddy back, which is then when I finally decided to start moving all of my stuff when my entire place was now full of 4 dogs, which honestly was not a good idea. I then planted all of my crops to my best ability and then decided that this time I was actually going to go back to the old land and bring some of the animals back with me. And so I attempted to do that with my cows, which did involve one of the cows dying, but I did get one of them and I replaced the dead cow with a new cow later. I then set up my bees so now they could actually get me honey, and actually I did learn that the bees will actually produce the amount of crops I can get, which I didn't know until doing this, so please forgive me. And then after that, I decided I was going to go on a little bit of an adventure, but it was ultimately cut short because my water flask just frickin' broke, and so I went back, where I would eventually make a new one and get that new cow, which I don't have the recording for, so please forgive me, please. After that, I then began doing some landscaping around the area that I wanted to put my house in before I eventually started to finally begin to build it. And while I was building it, I then ran into quite a big problem.
Again.
Oh, God. Kids, if you want to have a fun conversation with your parents, ask them where babies come from. Don't tell them I told you that. I then added my little charcoal furnace before beginning working on my house again, where I would begin to slowly take down the pieces of the little shack that I had made, and then I used it to create the house. And at the end, I was really going for just a complete log cabin vibe, because quite frankly, if you remember the tornado that hit me last year, if you don't, you can go check it out. A lot of my blocks were taken except for the logs, which was honestly the only thing left standing of my house, and so it kind of only makes sense to make a house completely out of logs. And after a couple of weeks, my log cabin was finally done.
Pretty cool, right? Like, that's a cool little log cabin. It doesn't have any windows or anything right now. Oh my god.
All it needed now was an interior, and so I dug out the floor and replaced it with mud bricks, which is something similar I've already used, and then I even created multiple floors to the house, which I plan to use later for more storage or whatever else I could put inside of the house to make it feel more homey. However, I wouldn't finish all of the floors first. Instead, I decided to make an entire barn before finishing the interior of my house, where I made it out of kind of a red kind of wood to symbolize a barn, and then I threw the cows in there and made this barn, which honestly, the barn was pretty last minute, and I probably could have made a better one, but to be honest, it's also a barn. Who cares? I mean, I don't know, the cows don't care. For crying out loud, they've been living outside for multiple weeks, and now they finally have the opportunity to sleep somewhere indoors, because I'm so nice. You probably thought, oh yeah, now Survivor probably would work on the interior of his house, but no, instead I decided to work on the interior of the barn first. Then after that, I then harvested all my crops, which were insane to harvest, by the way. And then I finally began working on the interior of my house, where after completing 2 floors, I finally slept in the bed for the first time and then began moving all of my items into the house. After moving everything inside, I decided I should make a basement, just in case a tornado comes through and decides that these logs are like easy pickings. So after making the basement, I then went and got diorite and decorated the basement walls with diorite cobble. After gathering more crops, I decided to go and check in with my dogs, as it's been a minute since I've had a one-on-one with them, and I was reminded why I don't do one-on-ones with the dogs now.
You gotta stop having children, Sadie.
However, I was still folding.
Oh my god, they're so cute. Look at them. Look at him, he's sleeping with the kid.
Now that I finally have a house to call home, it's now officially time to get back to business. As you may have noticed, for a little while now, I've been kinda naked, and so I decided to go out and mine all of the ores that would be needed for me to get copper. After I went back, it was finally time to turn all of these rocky chunks into smeltable copper. Now, if you were here for my last year video, you definitely know how this whole process goes. You go bada bing, bada bang, bada boom, and then after that you turn the powder into pellets, which then become smeltable, which then helps you create copper. And instead of creating copper tools and items, I decided that I was gonna start mining.
Oh. Oh. That was so close.
And so for multiple weeks, I kept on digging and digging, using my freshly obtained copper to use as pickaxes. You could say I was doing some real blue-collar work, okay? And after about a week of straight up digging, I finally reached the basement of my home, where I dug a simple entrance and then decided, yeah, I don't know if I want the only entrance into this place to be through my house. So I made another entrance where I dug another staircase that led pretty much to the more side of the mountain, and I made it look very fancy while I did this.
And boom! Check that out, it's a mine.
Yes, I know a 5-year-old can make this as well. Now, although the mine is awesome, however, mobs would actually spawn in the cave that I had dug, which hopefully doesn't lead to any serious injuries in the future. Now that I had my mine, I determined that another thing I should make is probably a dock, because I have a boat, and it would be really cool to have a place where you could stand while I go fishing. So I made this total just wood platform. There's nothing special about this dock, so right now, I am 0 for 2 on dock building, and I admit it, okay? I don't need to hear it from you guys. And also, on my way back, this kind of happened.
Wait. Oh no.
Oh no.
No cave-in. Okay. Thank God. Whew. 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 That could have been really bad.
I then returned to the dock with a couple of items that could be used for fishing, and also I brought Freddy to go fishing with me because we're bros and bros go fishing together. Also, I did not use this dog to catch a fish at all. It's kind of just here for like aesthetic purposes. It's not actually used to catch fish, which I had learned. I then would make some bread and then created some amazing fish sandwiches and then did a little bit of cutting on some melon to get melon slices, because at the moment I decided I want more variety for my food so that way my nutrition stays pretty good. I would also bring one of the puppies with me, which I had yet to name at the time, but I figured it was best to take them out so they could learn a thing or two. However, after we had gone adventuring for a little bit longer, things went a little wrong as I realized that the puppy had disappeared. Where'd my dog go? Hello? Yo, what happened to my dog? Let me retrace my steps. I'm not crazy, right? I had a dog. Yo, guys. Where's my dog at? Did the dog decide to run home? I swear to God if it did. The rabbits. Should be trying to follow me, hello? As much as I tried to search, I couldn't find the dog, and if the dog was still alive, it would have shown up on the map, which is what I believed at the time, and unfortunately, I kinda accepted that the puppy had somehow died, either to fall damage or in just some way, and it didn't pop up in chat. This was going to be pretty hard for me, as it was my first loss in realistic Minecraft. What I told Freddy, bro? Oh God. Please. Potatoes? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get these anywhere else. I would then take a bath and begin to hate myself for losing my first ever puppy, and to deal with that, I decided to be productive and get 2 goats back to the house. After the goats were safe and sound, I realized it was finally time to upgrade my gear to the next level. So I decided it was time to hunt for bronze, which took me days to do. I began searching for miles for caves, but was ultimately unsuccessful, and the most useful thing I found was salt. California, here we come. What the? Salt? Yo, I need all of this. You don't get salt every day. I then finally found a cave, and once I was deep inside of it, I then looted all of the urns I could get, which gave me some very useful items. Then I had to fight off 2 creepers, and then after I survived the 2 creepers, I then probably had the most luckiest thing happen to me yet. I can't even hit the guy. I mean, oh my God! Oh! I just got something black. Huh? Okay. Ow! Oh my God! Oh, I'm getting. After I survived the skeleton that was hunting me down, I then began burrowing into the caves, celebrating the fact that I had bronze boots now, which I was extremely happy about. Also, they looked pretty damn good. I probably mined for a couple of days in these cave mines until I finally found the ore that I was looking for. Yo, we found it, bro. Yo, no way, this is graphite. Oh my God. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes. Oh, come to Poppy. It is so much better than I agree, bro. I agree. Oh god. Okay. Alright, let's be careful here. I then whipped out some beams so rocks wouldn't fall on my head, and then I continued mining the graphite. Which you're probably wondering, Survivor, why do you even need graphite? I thought we were trying to get bronze. Well, you see, in order to get bronze, I need fire clay, which you get from using graphite and colite, which is another ore I will have to continue searching for later. After mining all of the graphite that I wanted to mine, I then headed out of the caves, where I once again faced death. Ow! Oh no. Whew. Whew. God. Who genuinely has these skeletons moving like Mike Tyson? I can't hurt them with my spear, and they can shoot me out of freaking nowhere. It's not fair. Anyways, I would then finally leave the cave, barely escaping with my life. I then got back home and stored all of the graphite in a little place, and then I even checked with the dogs and did some daily tasks as well that needed to be done. And then it was back to the caves. You can take the boy out of the mines, but not the mines out of the boy. That made no sense. Also, I almost died again. Whoa. Oh no. Oh god. This guy was piecing me up. I hate you, okay? It's like, it's nothing personal. I just find it insane. You don't... Oh, God. Ow! I'm telling you, these skeletons are ruthless. I had to have the zombie help me take this guy out because I couldn't do it. Also, that wasn't the only time I almost died in the same cave. A little while later, I almost died again. This guy can't even hit back. Yeah, he's just like... I even went for round 3. I was just hungry for spear shots from skeletons. Ow! Oh, this is not good. Oh, you hit me in the freaking face. Oh, my head hurts. I can't catch a break. Like, oh my god. All of this for freaking Colite or whatever it's called, bro. It's too much work. I was also going through the urns that I was finding in the caves, and this actually allowed me to get a skeleton skull, which I felt to be super fitting for today. I then decided that I had enough going through the caves and taking absolute insane shots from skeletons, so I whipped out the good old guidebook, which told me that I wasn't going to get Colite in the area I wanted to go to, so that meant I needed to go to a completely different area. And after walking around in that different area for like 10 minutes, I found the Colite that I had been searching for. Oh my god! Yo. Oh my god. Not wanting to waste any more time, I immediately dug down to the ground and began mining all of the Colite my greedy hands could carry. And after mining all of it, it was finally time to head back home and do the super annoying ore process. And because we've already gone over this so many times, I'm not even going to bother explaining what happened. You should already know the gist by now. Everything you need to know has been told to you, and I don't want to go over it again for the video's sake. This video is going to be like 8 hours long if I explain it every time to you. You're also going to be extremely mad at me because I completely forgot to hit record when it came to actually using the fire Colite. Okay? I promise. Alright, look, you can even see it in my backpack. Alright, you just saw it. Okay, it's in there. You use the fire clay to make a crucible, which you then put on top of a fire thing, and this allows you to combine ores to make bronze and everything. Alright, I'm really sorry that I didn't have it. Please forgive me. Okay, this video's taken a year to make. The recording was just deleted. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Now, in order to make bronze, you actually need 3 different types of ingots, which you melt down in the crucible, and then all of that liquid combines to make bronze. Now, doing some research, there are actually different types of bronzes you can make. And if you remember last year, I tried to make bismuth bronze on accident, which I couldn't have done at the time, and I thought it would be super funny if I used all of the bismuth that I had mined on accident last year, and then just use all of it to make bismuth stuff now. So now I could finally make bismuth bronze. So I did have to actually go and get zinc, which I went mining for, almost died to a skeleton too, as usual, and then I found the zinc, mined all of the zinc, did the boring process, took a boat back home, collected all the bismuth that I was needing, and then I went back to the new house, and then I started combining all of it together to finally create bismuth bronze. And by the way, this process is also extremely boring as well, but all I needed to do was just fill the thing up to the brim, which I did, and then drain it with the molds of ingots that I had remaining from last year, and then just like that, I had bismuth bronze, which I could then use to make a bloom. No, I wasn't going to make armor with it. Instead, I was going to make a bloom, which could then be used to make iron armor. So we're skipping the Bronze Age. We're going straight to iron. But before I could actually do that, I needed to cool off. Because I'd been by fire so much, I was beginning to heat up to a dangerous amount. So I decided to go cool off at the beach, but on my way back, I was rewarded for my cooling off with just straight abuse from skeletons. Ow. Oh, God, bro. Why do we have to make this so difficult? Why can't you be a normal dummy? Look, come right here. I can't even hurt him. Run. Please, get to the light. Get to the light. Oh my God. Bro, regen milk, hello? Oh my God, it's not even kicking in. I'm like actually cooked. Okay, let's chill. My body is in. Oh my God. Oh my God. That almost went really badly. That almost. Ooh. That's what I get. That's what I get for coming to the beach. Thinking I could take on one of them. I mean, it was working. It was working until the skeleton decided to be smart. Oh. I decided 2 things. 1, I was going to avoid skeletons as much as possible for the rest of the year. And 2, I was not going to go through that tunnel again. So I crossed over through the mountain. And when I got back, I was just met with more disappointment. Where's I don't understand. I don't understand you. I really don't. I don't know what it is, but it's like Freddy's trying to create an entire civilization in this place. Also, the skeleton head is on the rack now. I placed that there because I thought it looked cool. Anyways, after all of that side quest bullcrap, I finally was able to make a bloom, which finally gave me the ability to start working on iron stuff. But this did mean I was going to have to hit the mines again, which I was not excited for. Before that, I then turned all of my bismuth ingots that I had into tools, and then after I did that, I also melted down my anvil, so that way I had a crap ton of copper. And after getting all of the copper ingots from that, I finally went over to the marked area, which was the ore that would then turn into cast iron, which was limonite. So I began mining all of the limonite, and then I took it all back home, where I then turned it into cast iron, doing the boring process that we're all familiar with. However, I needed a bellow because my furnace couldn't get hot enough to actually melt the stuff into cast iron, and so I then made the bellow, pressed it, and this allowed me to easily get all of the cast iron I was going to need. Now that I had the cast iron, I actually needed to make the bloom, so I got a bunch of smooth diorite together and created the little bloom area. I have no idea what this is called, but basically I'm supposed to create like a cast iron little block and then throw it into the middle of the bloom, and then over time the bloom then turns into iron this thing. I don't know.
In bloom. Yo. We got some blooms.
I then took a bunch of blooms and then put them into the anvil, turned them into refined blooms, which then if I then kept them into the anvil, then could actually create the ingots that I was needing. After I then got all of the ingots that I actually needed, I would then create an anvil, and now with my iron anvil, I was then able to finally start working on wrought iron armor, which I think is like the second best armor in the game. I have really no idea, don't quote me on that, but I was finally able to actually start getting the pieces together, and this took about a week until I was finally able to finish up the final pieces of iron. While I was actually making the leggings and watching YouTube on the side, I heard a massive explosion, and then when I looked over at my house, it was on fire.
Oh my god. Oh, the house. Oh my god. Holy explosion. Oh, please. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy. What? What just happened? Dude, did that go off? Did the uranium? Yo. My bed! My bed! No! Oh my god.
I've literally no idea how this happened. My only assumption at the time was that the literal uranium in my house exploded. I then picked up all of the blocks that were on the ground from the explosion, which there were a lot, and then after that, I then went back over to my iron pants, turned them into the iron pants finally, and then finally went back to fixing up my house. And despite my theory on the uranium being the reason that the house exploded, I decided that when I was finishing it up, I was still gonna sleep next to the piece of uranium. It's not my fault, it just looks cool. After fixing up the house, I finally went back to my iron armor and was able to finish up the boots.
Hey. Let me get dripped up real quick. Alright, you ready? Bam. Bam, bam, bam.
Do I not look tough? Like what? I'm looking at night now. Like, I am so much safer. I'm wearing iron armor. Like, this is iron. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. I can't believe I got here earlier, to be honest. I then decided, you know what? I want to see how well this armor actually does. So I went over and fought a skeleton in my armor and saw that it did like no damage. It didn't hurt me at all. This was so much better than previously. Instead of the spear like one-tapping me pretty much, I actually just could survive the spear hits now. Skeletons were no longer a threat. I felt so much safer with this armor on. Now that I practically looks like a knight, I figured that I didn't want to be living in a log cabin all of the time. In fact, I actually wanted to build something cool for once, because if you know anything about me, being a builder is not one of them. And also, ignore this frickin' saw thing, okay? I was trying to get stone bricks, and I thought using a saw was the only thing that could actually turn it into bricks. And then I did this whole weird thing with looking up create, and I kind of just gave up after that because I figured I'm not going to be able to figure this out. And then I actually found an easier way to get all of the bricks that I wanted. After I figured out how to make diorite brick, I then actually needed mortar to then combine with the brick. So I put some black sand that I had into lime water barrel, which then after it turns into mortar, it allows me to make bricks. And then I went around feeding the dogs, and that's when I realized that they had grown. Oh, they grew! Oh my god! Oh, I shouldn't have fed you. Oh, what, 50? 50, Oh no. Okay, I did not want this whole year to turn into 101 Dalmatians. That just cannot happen, and so I decided to separate the male and female dog from the rest of the pack by taking them to the barn. They were going to be my little barn dogs. Those exist, so it's not like a crime, and I didn't separate them from each other. That was the other option, and I'm not going to do that because I'm not evil. Alright, they live here now. We have some farm dogs. It's great. This gives me more of an incentive to come to them. They live here. Perfect. Check that out. I also decided that I wanted to give dogs more of individuality because they kind of just been male and female dog, and I want you guys to have dogs to like. So I went off to go flower picking, where I eventually got dyes for the two dogs in the barn, and I would even name them Belly and Conrad. This is 100% based off the hit show, The Summer I Turned Pretty. Alright, you got the pink color on. I already named one of the female ones Daisy. You know what? I've got it. We have Conrad and Belly. Boom. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's the dog's names. Now that I have that established, while I was doing this, the mortar had finally set up, so now I was able to actually make the diorite bricks that I wanted to, and so I headed off to go and try to build a castle. Now, one thing you have to understand is I've actually never really built anything as big or as cool looking as a Minecraft castle, because one, I suck at building and I'm mostly focused on the skill aspect of the game, not really the building aspect. So after finding a decent location, I started building, and after building it, I decided I hated this location and knew I needed to find a different one. So I cleaned everything up and went to a different location where I decided this was actually going to be where I wanted to have my castle. And while placing blocks, I also realized that I was going to need to do a lot of terraforming, which in realistic Minecraft takes literally forever to do. So all of the dirt that I had to mine, I would then also place, which I could then use to fill up little gaps so my area was more of a flat piece of land. This process was already taking weeks, and I knew that building this castle was probably going to take most of the next year to do. However, part of me really wanted to get the build done before the end of the year, meaning I was going to have to really lock in. I knew I had all of the resources to build it, I just knew it was going to take time between making the bricks, digging out the land, and then also placing all of the blocks and trying to make the thing look decent. And because this build pretty much took me the entire fall to do, I'm just going to turn it into a little montage for you guys until I need to talk again. After using a ton of diorite to get most of the thing done, it was finally time for me to get a different brick to then apply to the building.
My builder looks nothing like this other build, dude. That kind of scares me like a lot. Oh no! Oh, we're so cooked. Oh, it's gonna look terrible. Oh, it's gonna look so bad. Oh no.
After being completely doubtful in the build, I went over and got a little bit of some shale bricks because I knew this was a bit of a darker block, and also in my tutorial that I was watching, they were using deep slate, and this was the closest thing I could think of that looked like deep slate. And so I mined a ton of this and turned it into bricks and then began continuing the montage. Also, I brought Conrad with me because bro needed to get out of the barn.
And oh no, not yet. There he is. Bang. Oh, thank God for this, man. Bang!
By the end of the fall, I had managed to complete the main area of the castle with a little farm area and a storage place where I then went back home and moved all of my items over to the castle. Yes, I once again had another moving day. And after I got some things set around the kingdom, I knew I wanted this place to actually be bigger than it was, because castles are supposed to be big, and mine was looking kind of pathetic. So I decided to build a little area outside of the castle because I felt like it needed more of a main gate, and I was kind of going for that with this second part where it was just like an open area, and then there was going to be more castle, and I was actually going to fill this in later in the video. But main point was to make it pretty so then it looks like the kingdom's official, and I think I did a pretty good job with that when I was done building. Pretty much the main outside was going to be split into 4 bits. 2 of them were going to have some farming areas where I would farm plants, and then the other 2 were going to be more like utility kind of places, with one of them containing all of the things I would need to smelt ores and craft things that are related to anvil and blacksmithing. I also worked on like the main gate where I was going to enter and exit from here on out, and honestly when I finished building it, I was so proud of how cool it looked, and it made me kind of want to go back and remove the old bit, but I decided I was going to go against that because I hated mining these bricks. So what I had is what I had, and I'm pretty happy with it. But again, it's my opinion that the build's good, so you guys kind of got to let me know if you liked the gates or not. My last bismuth bronze pickaxe actually finally broke, and this actually led me to smelting my entire bismuth anvil because I had the wrought iron one now and didn't really need it. So after collecting all of the bismuth bronze, I then went back home to bring the dogs to their new home. And while we were doing this, it was also like a straight up blizzard going on. Like, I don't know why it just started doing this, but this made me fear for the cold that was coming along the way. I started off by moving Conrad, Belly, and their puppies into the storage area, which was the tallest building that you could live in, so I think they have a pretty good real estate going on. And then after that, I moved a good amount of the animals over, stopped by an apple tree, went back home, grabbed Freddy and Daisy and all of them, and I put them into the main kingdom area. However, 2 of those puppies had actually grown up, so I decided to move them into the barn. I do have to unfortunately report that a puppy somehow fell to their death. I don't have the clip or anything, it literally just happened while I was tabbed out, and the puppy just died. I don't know who it was, where it happened, but one of the puppies died, and I was pretty devastated about that. And I ended up trying to name the 2 dogs in the barn to actually cope with it, in which I named them Wilbur and Charlotte, which is off the hit book Charlotte's Web. See, Farmhouse family, they are in charge of this whole section of the kingdom. Okay. Next up is our storage center, which, oh my, okay guys. They're not house trained yet, but we have Belly and Conrad. And then this is a dude, and then this is a female. So we're gonna name, I know what we're gonna do here. Since I was going off the theme, this summer I turned pretty, I actually named the 2 puppies Steven and Taylor, which is based off another couple in the show. I'm sorry, okay? I'm not the one who picked to watch this show. I was forced to, and I thought it would be really funny if I included them into the world. So don't be mad at me. Don't be mad. It's just funny, okay? I also named the 2 other puppies who were living in the castle with Freddy and Daisy, who were both dudes, so they were named Prince and Arthur, who were going to be the brothers, as they were going to be referred as for the rest of the year. There was also a dog in the courthouse who was just by himself, and so I decided that I was going to make him in charge of the courthouse, and I named him Knight as well. I also went out of my way to get everyone dyed colors, so that way you could actually know who is who. Now, me and Freddy haven't gone on an adventure in a while, and because I felt bad, I thought it would be best to take him on an adventure before I started building again, because there was more I was wanting to build, and so the 2 of us went adventuring, where we eventually found something extremely unexpected. Oh my god! No way! Oh, what? It's that one we thought died. Becomes an adult in 10 months? Dude. It's got that glitch too. Okay. I promise you I did not try to lose the dog. Okay, I cannot believe that I actually found this wolf. Like, I for real thought the dog died, and so I then rescued the dog and took it back home with me and Freddy, where we then dropped the dog back off. Then me and Freddy actually went back out to continue our adventure. And that's when I got the bright idea to kill a bison with Freddy, which was not a good idea whatsoever, because these things would kill us almost instantly. Oh, bison. It's late. It's late. But we want to kill those bison. We want to kill the bison. So I marked the area, went back home, took a nap, and actually then came back to officially fight the bison. Snake? There's a fucking snake. Oh, there's a snake there. Get ready, bro. This could get... I'm scared. Alright, we hit him once. Freddy? We are to not get close. Go back to sleep, gang, or charge me, one of the two. Ah, dude, he's taking no damage. Yeah, we're gonna be here all day. Another snake. Oh my god, there's so many snakes. What the hell? Oh! Ah. Where, bro? Why were there like a million of them? Alright, we're gonna grab this barley to cope. Also, Freddy, bro, if I get attacked by a snake, help me out, okay? It's like a dog dream, just to like kill a snake. It's just like facts. After I had healed up a little bit, after like the millions of snakes that literally attacked me, I finally got to confront the bison and eventually try to kill it. He's gonna charge this time, that's for sure. Yep. Fuck. Huh? Oh, he wants to run. Oh. Bro, Freddy, you have no sense of danger, gang. Yo! Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Oh my god. That singular bison gave me so much meat to the point where I actually just began feeding the dog steak because I just couldn't hold on to it all. I mean, we were eating pretty dang good now because of that bison's death. I then would set up my bloom, and after setting that up, I did some terraforming because I felt like the land could be a little flatter, and then after I did that, I began making some wrought iron tools as I felt it was finally time for me to upgrade my tools. I also made some item frames in which I put my copper javelin in it because I figured, you know what, I should hold this thing up because it's survived for pretty much 2 years now. After making those tools, I was feeling a little bored, and so I decided to go on an adventure, in which it was immediately cut short because I decided to be an absolute idiot. Bad idea. Really bad idea. We're going back home. Who just decides to fight a mountain lion? Like, I don't know what was going through my brain that was like, yeah, let's mess with one of the deadliest creatures in frickin' real life. It'll work in Minecraft. I am such an idiot. I cannot believe that I took that fight. This is me right now coping. I don't know what I was doing. And I literally went back home. I was done adventuring after that. And what I mean by going back home is I also went back to the old place where my boat was and moved my boat back over to where the castle was, in which I got the idea to build a dock. And I know I'm 0 for 2 on dock building, but I promise you this one was going to be better. I started off with the basic dock build of just making a flat slab of wood, and then after that I decided that I was going to decorate the general area around it. Basically, I wanted to add some medieval towers, some medieval walls, and I wanted to make it look like it was part of the kingdom, rather just a dock randomly there, which is what all of the other docks looked like, by the way. And after completing it, honestly, I thought this was a pretty cool build, and I was very proud of the little dock gate that I had made. After making the dock gate, I decided I was actually going to decorate the dock a little bit. So I added a little port where the ship was going to go, in which I almost died moving the ship over there. So then I fixed it because I knew that was a problem and I didn't want to worry about it later. And then after fixing it and parking the boat, it looked pretty solid. And then after doing that, I added a little hut where all of the fishing stuff was going to go, and it looked like you were going to fish there, even though we all know that fishing on the dock is not optimal. And then I scattered the place with barrels and other stuff that looks like the ship had come back with a massive haul. I mean, come on. I gotta be at least 1 for 2 on dock building now after this. Also, I was now officially in wintertime, which if you saw in the montage earlier, it was snowing a lot, and yeah, it just didn't stop snowing. Also, I named that little dog that showed up that we found lost, I named that dog Cougar because the age of it turning an adult was actually incorrect and glitched, so I just thought it would be funny to name it Cougar. Please forgive me for my humor in my dog naming this video. Now, after that, I then created a bismuth shovel because I wanted to do more landforming and I was tired of making stone ones. And so I then continued doing a ton of landforming to just flatten out the area and make the general location of the castle look more niche, just look more beautiful, you know? Now, this landforming was actually taking me a really long time, mostly because a lot of the area just wasn't flat and I was filling it up with as much dirt as I possibly could. And then the next day, I was hit with my first ever tornado of the year. As the weather got worse, I got really nervous because I didn't really prepare for a tornado at all, and when I just moved all of the dogs around, it just still didn't feel right. I mean, they're still just as cooked as I am, and I didn't know if the walls would hold up, and I was really going to be mad if it took all of the wood, because that wood took me like forever to make, and eventually the tornado did touch down. Okay. It looks to me like it's going the opposite way, which is huge. It doesn't look like it's coming closer. I'm gonna drop my distance down. Okay. You know what? I think we're good. Is that another one off of the door? Okay, 1 second, please. Are you serious? What? Right there? Seriously? You wanted to spawn right there? This could be bad. I think that one is going away. It's leaving holes in the water. Why is it leaving holes in the water? Yo, that's my dog. My entire dog. No, it's all out of wood. No, I worked so hard on my dog. Please. Okay, it looks like it's going that way and causing ripples in the water. Okay. Are you coming towards me or going away from me? Please decide. Okay. Why does it look like it's getting bigger? No, please. No. Oh my god. This one is actually a lot bigger than that one. So I would oh my god. Is it getting like bigger, like as if it's getting closer to me? I can't decide. Why is this like my first interaction with tornadoes? Why is it two? Why? I am kind of just now realizing like how much wood goes into this place? I mean, literally, like, the safest place is the bottom bunker of the castle. Okay. I swear, if there is a third one, I'm gonna lose it. There is! There's a third one! What? Yeah, you saw that right. There wasn't one. There wasn't two. But there were literally 3 tornadoes surrounding me. I was so terrified. I was just flabbergasted. I had no idea this was possible. And this was my first interaction with tornadoes. And 3 of them are literally surrounding me right now. Luckily for me, and I literally have no idea how I got so lucky, all of these tornadoes ended up missing me. And I managed to escape with my life. You'd probably think that those 3 tornadoes would scare me enough to the point where I would actually enforce a little bit of tornado protection. Well, you'd be wrong. Instead, I did more terraforming as I was doing at the time, and then it actually took another tornado to spawn in and get super close to me for me to start actually doing something about it. Gross. Oh, why are you coming to me? Why are you coming close? No. Oh, you have to be serious. Wow. Yeah, that one really just wanted to spawn towards next to me. On my trees? Wait, is that actually that's actually really close. Are you on the water? I think it's on the water. I think it's on the... That tornado didn't hit me, so after it missed me, I decided I was going to enforce the place a little bit before I went back to terraforming. I eventually got really bored of terraforming, and so I decided to fight a whale shark, because why not? Here's... Why is he like invincible? So much help. No! What? Oh, he hurt. Okay. Ah! Big. Oh, I got him. You drop any? Bro, they dropped nothing? You serious? Gosh darn it, dude. Now after that nonsense, I decided that I was going to make another little area around the kingdom that was going to be focused on mining. The main thing being that there was going to be a mine into the mountain, and there were going to be walls, and then a main structure where all of my mining utilities will go. It was supposed to be something that I was going to make cool, but I was interrupted by another tornado. Over there, at least. Ooh, but this is actually concerning me now. Look, as long as it doesn't get bigger, we're gonna be okay. My frames. Whew. I thought last year was bad. I mean, oh. Is it getting closer or bigger? Because I swear it was smaller earlier. That tornado was in fact not growing, but coming right at me. Huh. I think it's coming. I think it's gonna hit the castle. Alright, let's... Alright, all of you... You're fine. They'll be fine. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, everyone away from windows. Get in corners. Yeah, you'll be okay here. That's like the safest spot in the house. Okay. Okay. Tornado. Where are you? There he is. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I am still a little concerned. I'm safe in here. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we'll be fine. I'll be safe as long as the tornado doesn't rip literal stone out. We'll be okay. Okay. I knew this tornado was coming right for me, and this was going to be the perfect test to see if the castle could actually hold up. Oh my god, no way. No way. It's either coming towards me or it's going... I think it's going to the left. I can't tell. I'm scared. Oh! Oh! It's coming. It's either getting bigger or going left. Oh shoot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I think it's going left. I can't tell. This spinning is a little... Oh no, I'm getting pulled. Oh no. Please. Don't come through here. Hold, castle, hold. Oh no. No. Please. Ah. No. Please don't do it. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. We're good in here right now. I can hear the winds. Oh god. I'm moving down the dogs. I would shit my pants too. Oh my god. It hasn't hit the main center yet. Oh, it's getting so loud. Please! No! No, hold! Castle, hold! I worked so hard on you. Oh my god, I'm right by the edge. Oh my god, my ears. I don't want to look outside. I really do, actually. Oh my god. It's right on me. It's right on us. Yo, guys, bro. Oh. Congratulations. Just, I hope you guys survive. Oh my god, it's like so bad. Oh my god, my ears. I want to look. Oh no, it won't even let me leave. Okay. Oh my god, it's right there! Oh my god, did it miss? Wait, that actually might be so clutch. I think it like... Oh, wait. Don't tell me you're gonna cut through the whole castle to come to me, right? Like, I don't think my door can handle that.
is so close.
It's gotten a little quieter. I think it's leaving. Okay. I ended up getting extremely lucky with the tornado missing my house entirely and not taking a single block of wood, which made me extremely happy. And so, with that, I then went back to constructing the mining little area. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. I like that. It's just like a little watchtower for the mining district. So we got the fishing, we got the dock, we'll have the mines. This is the main castle. The main castle kind of has a farming area, but to be honest, I feel as though like a farm, like the farms should be big and massive. However, my peaceful little break wouldn't last for very long. I'll say that. How close is it actually? I need to know. Oh! Oh, it's actually kind of close. Wait, are you serious right now? Dude. No. There's one over there, too. Oh, okay. You know what? I changed my mind. We are gonna head back home. Because I also have and there's another tornado over there. What's a guy gotta do to stop Oh my god. And no, I was not lucky that it was only just one tornado. In fact, I had to deal with multiple of them. This tornado is kind of scaring me. It looks pretty big. If it comes over, that's pretty bad. Okay. As for tornado number 2, it's gone. We're okay. Wait, is there a second one within it? Okay. I can't tell if that's either A, coming this direction, B, going, okay, I saw the wind particles. That's not a good sign. It's not gonna do it. Okay, also look at my tower. Okay, I made that tower. That thunder sounded like that came from over there. Oh, holy slideshow. Oh no. You're really coming towards me. It really is. Oh my god. We're gonna have a big tornado come through here. Oh, that's just great. Oh, that's just... Wait, why is the wind also... Ooh, wait, no. If the wind... Are you me? Is there another one? Where? Like... Huh? Oh my god, my game is a slideshow right now. Oh my god! Another one is forming literally right... Oh. Another one is forming literally right there. Are you right now? Are we gonna get double kablamied on right now? Can you wait your turn? I don't even think the snow knows what's... Oh, shoot. Okay, I think the snow's figure out... Wait, why is the snow going that direction? The snow would want to face that way. Oh my god. Am I going to get sandwiched by 2 tornadoes? I swear. Am I going to get double... I'm going to get a tornado back shot, dude. Holy. Oh no. Oh no, man. Oh no. You know what? Nah. I know how I'm gonna solve this situation. Okay. I don't like that the snow is now facing that direction. It's a little scary. You know what? Ah, shoot. I need to go real quick, guys. Don't mind that our freaking place is about to get literally sandwiched. I was prepared for the worst case scenario, and so I bunkered in the safest place that I could go to avoid the tornado, praying that it didn't cut through and take everything I loved away from me. Oh, it's gonna come hit me. Oh, great. Oh no. I hope everyone's gonna be okay, because this is about to be bad. We'll be alright. It's gonna be okay. Oh, come on. Here, you can have this. God. Oh. Oh no. Alright, stop. Oh, look, guys, this is fun. Oh no. Wow. Oh no, it's tearing my place apart. But those are my blocks. Oh shoot, are the dogs okay? I don't actually know. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's on the outskirts. Oh, but it's gonna hit me though. Oh! Stone, please hold. Stone, hold. Please! Oh god. Oh god. Ah! Oh my god. The leaves are like flying through my thing. Yo! Oh my god, the blocks. I see the blocks. Wait, I just see an animal! No! Oh, what the hell? Oh, no. Ah! Ah! Oh, it's really cutting through. Oh, I'm inside of the tornado. I am inside the tornado. Oh, God. Hang in there, please. God. No, it ripped. Oh, my God. Oh god, help me! Ah! No! Get me down! No! Help me! Please! Oh my god! No! Why did I jump? Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you for holding up. I love you. I love you, Bricks. Oh my god. I can't look at the tornado anymore. I'm actually so scared. Are my dogs okay? Dude, this could be bad. Let me down. After the tornado had let me down, I then went on over to watch it pass just to make sure that it was completely gone, and then I went to assess the damage and make sure that my dogs were okay. Oh. No. Wait, was this was wood? Okay. Was it? I don't know. Oh my god, no! Oh, it just ripped through so much! Oh, did it take... It didn't take the crops. Those are some strong-ass crops. Wait, why did we... Why did this snow push the other way? Are you serious? Are you serious? You're lying to me. You're actually lying to me. There's no way. What now? After the freaking weather decided to cool the frick down, I then assessed the damage one more time and decided that the damage was actually pretty minor and could have been a lot worse. Alright. Oh, it took the floors too! Yo! Oh, and it took a bit of my fence. Yo. Oh, so it grazed over here. Holy. Okay, and this is fine. So the whole left side's okay? Really? The whole left side? Dang, it really is. Oh my god, the dogs. Yo! Yo, how? How did you do it? I need to know. How on God's earth? I then went back to working on the mining district, and after getting a lot of progress done, I then came back to my computer in the most crazy way possible. What the actual... Bro. Okay, I am stuck in a tornado right now. And it is carrying me away from home. Okay. This is not good. This is really not good. If I don't get down from here, ooh, I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm out of food. I forgot that I ate the rest of it. Oh god. Please. I'm actually stuck. Like, I am. Basically, I was just setting up to record, left myself outside, then I tabbed out to go to the bathroom, and now I'm in the sky. This is bad because for as long as I'm up here, I slowly get colder and colder, and if I don't escape the tornado, I could actually die of frostbite. So this is why you don't tab out. This is why. Kind of this reason right here, actually. Oh, great. Okay. It is still carrying me. This tornado is strong. Holy bro. Where is the castle? It's over there. Okay. Let me go. No. Please. I'm just here. I'm here for the ride. I don't get to choose anything anymore. I thought I was genuinely cooked. However, luckily, I was finally dropped from the tornado's grasps. I'm dropping. No! Let me out! Please! Let me go! No! I'm out! Oh my god! Oh. I don't even know where the tornado is. Wait, what? What is happening right now? Is the tornado even here? It is. It's right there. Oh my god. Why did it move so fast? I'm out. Oh my god, I'm free. Oh my god, oh my lord, bro. Dude. I then went straight back home, worried that my whole place was gonna be absolutely trashed. And when I got back, yeah, it didn't look so good. Oh, no. Okay. Oh my god, it just took everything. The door. Oh my god, it took those walls. Like, it took the out of the Douglas fir. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, are the dogs good? I think so. Dude. No. Okay. Let me look. I hear the dogs. I'm kind of scared. Alright, good. Oh, what the heck, dude? That's just toxic. Okay, it took that. It took that, but not the door there. That's good. Oh my god. Did it take... Oh. Wait, what? It took this, but it didn't take that. What? Oh my god. The doggies, bro. Oh, it didn't take anything from here. I think the roof grew. just like, what? That did not, what? What? Why did it do that? That's just like, dude, that's actually like, that's rage bait. I think I'm getting rage baited by the tornado. It didn't even take that much. There. I'm very oh my god, it just, okay, yeah, ripped the floor out of all that. It took the door from here. I don't actually think I had a door. Oh my god, I got the hiccups. Okay. This is okay. I guess it took maybe a little bit of this. Please, no fence. Are the fence posts intact? Yes, they are. Thank God, bro. That would have been the most painful part, is redoing that. But I mean, house 2, tornado 0. I still have no idea where I got pulled out from. I don't even remember, dude. I needed to go pee. Like, it's just like, bro. That's 2 tornado hits. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go pee again. After that nightmare, I was finally able to work on the mining district, and around this time, luckily, no tornadoes came and sucked anything out of me. Honestly, I'm so done with the tornadoes right now. But I did ultimately get to finish the mining district off, which I was super happy about. And with that finished, I decided I was actually going to move some of the dogs over to these other districts. So I moved 2 other dogs over to the docks. These boys are going to be in charge of that house. They're going to live on this dock. It's going to be great. And we're going to have you sit here while I take them over. Why did he look at me? He looked at me puzzled. Okay, hold on. After I got the 2 dogs all set up, I then would name them Finn and Squirt. I like Squirt. Squirt's a good name. I then decided that the way to the mining district was actually kind of ugly, and so I did a little bit of terraforming, and after that I then found these little like bridge staircase thingies, and I then placed them over this little mine area, and then I created a bunch of towers and even laid out a pathway. So when I was finally done, it actually looked pretty dang good. I then used a good amount of the Douglas fir planks that I had over to actually use as replacement blocks for the blocks that I had lost to the previous tornadoes, and using some of the bridges that I also had that were extra, I created a little bridge over a ravine that was near my kingdom. I would then also take a grown adult dog over to the mining district area where he was going to own this entire area, and I named this dog Cole. You get it? You get it? You understand why? I know. It's a little obvious, but come on, it's just there. I then got Cole and Finn and Squirt their own colored collars. I then decided that I wanted to finish off the year with one last building project. As the year was coming to a close, I figured it was best to end it off with one last build, and that was going to be a giant barn. Of course, while I was working on the barn, the weather had other plans for me. Bro, look at the blizzard, dude. It's just so bad. Ugh. I do hear a weird wind noise. Is that a part of the blizzard? Wait, I'm actually like... There's nothing, right? I'm so confused. Is it the blizzard or is that something else? I actually can't tell. Oh, I just heard thunder. Wait. Blizzard and tornado. What a combo. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna run inside. Just again, tornado view. Oh, it's not gonna hit. God. Okay. Is it? I can't tell. It's definitely a lot closer than I was hoping it would be. The blizzard had masked that the tornado was coming closer and closer to my home, but what I was really beginning to worry about is if the tornado was going to go to the barn and take all the wood. But then I noticed that the tornado got bigger and bigger, which meant that it was coming for me. Oh no! Old bridge! Hold! No! Oh no. Here it comes. Oh no. Oh, you are going straight into my corner. Oh my. No, I just saw some Douglas fir blocks. No. Oh, there's more. No, I worked so hard on the Douglas fir. Oh my god, there's actually so much. Wait, is it diagonal? Oh, it's gonna go. Oh my god, no. No. No, no. Oh, the wood. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Look at that. No, it's actually ripping through my whole kingdom. No. Oh my god, the dogs are fine. Oh my god, the animals. Oh, this could be really bad. Oh, this is about to be so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the dog too. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. No! No, I can't get down. No. 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 Oh no, look at all the blocks. Go with me, please. Please, no, don't go through my whole kingdom. Do not go through the dog. Oh no, not the dog. Why? Oh my god, I can see it. It's ripping through everything. No, I worked so hard on all of it. Oh, it's going straight for the dog. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. 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 Oh my god, there's blocks like falling from the skies right now. Oh my god. Look. Oh my. What the heck? They're like everywhere. What? You see that? They're like crashing. Oh my god. Oh my god. That just like actually just like went straight through the entire kingdom. That took so many blocks away. I think it's actually, I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god. This door held. This door also held. Okay. Alright, let's check the interior. Oh my god, it's just gone. Oh, it's just gone. need to... Okay, there is literally snow in my house. I'm going to go to bed and wake up to like a nightmare. Okay. Alright, let's check. The door to this is open. Okay. All of that's gone. Great. If I come downstairs. Oh my god. That's open. Okay. One of the dogs. Oh no. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Oh my god. Who are you? What are you doing? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. How are you guys doing? I need fences like ASAP. Okay, okay. Alright, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Alright, you're the green one. Follow me. Come on, come on, come on. It took this sign. I forgot your name. It was probably Prince. You're probably Prince, aren't you? Yeah. I think Arthur was the brown one. Okay, chill. No, definitely do not go outside. Hello. Oh my god. Who are you? Female? Oh my god. Hold still. You're the princess. Okay. You are Cougar. Cougar is fine. Come on. Come on, princess. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo. Yo, bro. Alright. That is the royal family. That's the kinship inside. Okay. Male dog. There's a male dog over there. Okay. Oh my god. It literally ripped through everything, dude. Oh my god. The door's gone there. What? What else is fine? I'm kind of alright, there's night. I don't know how on earth you're here. Like, I'm so for real. I don't know how night's okay. Okay. Ready? Is that you? Oh my god, Freddy's okay. Okay. That's a... Are you me? Y'all just... Okay, whatever, bro. Alright, Freddy's okay. Good. Let's get Freddy inside. Alright, good. Wait, the king is okay. But where is... Oh my god, there's Daisy. Oh my god, follow me, Daisy. Come on. Here we go. Okay. Okay. The royal family's kingdom was hit. I think for some reason everyone else is okay. Alright. This is kind of big. Oh no. Why are the clouds bigger, fast, moving quickly? That tornado absolutely ripped through my kingdom and also did a lot of damage to the dock as well. Because I knew I didn't have enough Douglas fir trees to actually repair everything, I took Arthur with me in the boat, and together we sailed back to the old land, where we harvested a ton of Douglas fir trees and then put them in the boat in order to take it all back to the kingdom to hopefully repair for everything. I even got to connect with Arthur a little bit more as well. I would like... Oh, there's a deer. Look, you see that deer? You actually can hunt with me if you want. Look, you see the deer? See him? Go get him. Oh, look at him. Look at Arthur go. No, Arthur. No, Arthur. Come on. Get this guy. You tried, bro. Oh no, not a blizzard, dude. Figuring I was gonna be here for a while, I even set up camp and made a campfire where I would cook the venison that me and Arthur got. Okay, you don't want any.
It's on you, bro.
You helped catch this. Gotta get us this venison. I haven't eaten venison in a while. And with another blizzard coming through, I decided to make a tiny little tent where this was going to be where I stayed because I was not going to build another house. And it was with that blizzard, something really weird came out of nowhere. What the heck? Frost. It's frost. This is new. I mean, I was so confused. I mean, I've been playing this for like 2 years now, and for crying out loud, for some reason, this frost just came out of nowhere, and I didn't know what was wrong. Oh, I have frost. Where did this come from? What is this? It's not doing anything. It's late winter? How is it already late winter? Eventually, I decided it was time for me and Arthur to head back home. The two of us would arrive, and I would make sure to turn all of that Douglas fir into wood, which I used to mostly repair most of the kingdom, actually. However, I was still short on Douglas fir, and also I got rid of the frost. It was bugged. How? How did you actually, like, how? How did you get up here? I'm actually, like, so serious. And I was trying everything in the book to save on my Douglas fir, but despite that, I just still didn't have enough. So I made the ultimate decision to actually just head back to the old land. This time, I decided to take a different dog. The dog I decided to take this time was Wilbur, which was one of the barn dogs, and because I felt bad that he never really left there, I decided it was best for him to come with me along in this adventure. The two of us would then arrive and begin chopping down as many Douglas fir trees as possible. It was going all well until I spotted a bear and decided it would be a great idea to fight it. No way that's how they made the grizzly bear. He looks really small. He looks very goofy too. Ooh. Hey. You might need to sit out for this one. Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I could now say I've killed a bear, so I'm pretty cool now. Now, after that, me and Wilbur decided it was probably best to head back home, and so the two of us set sail, eventually arriving and then turning all of the Douglas fir logs into Douglas fir planks, and then applying it into the dock gate, which ultimately took a ton of time, but we were finally done repairing the entire kingdom. And then I went straight to working on the barn, baby. There are no break days because I'm a blue-collar worker. And I worked really hard on this barn. To be honest, that's a lie. I honestly just made this very similar to the first one I made, but this time it's actually red. And I worked hard on the barn and eventually was able to finish it off because it was not made out of Douglas fir wood. Instead, it was made out of ash wood. I mean, we finished the barn, like... I like you. You're cool. I think the people like Arthur, bro. I don't know. I won't know, but I hope the people like Arthur, the son of Freddy. He's gotta hope he holds the rep, you know? Alright, welcome to the inside. Wow. Damn. Holy lighting. Okay, I'm immediately noticing an issue right here. And to finish everything off, I added some fences on the inside, added a upstairs area for all of my storage to go, and then I finally put the animals in their respective pens. After that, I then brought Cole a little buddy, which I didn't actually get a name for. So if you want to name this dog, be sure to leave a comment down below, and whichever comment with the dog's name has the most likes will be this dog's name. On my last day, I went around and checked in with everybody before going down to the barn and even moving a dog over there to keep watch over of all of the animals. And no, this guy doesn't have a name. However, he is terrifying because apparently all of the animals just want to run away from him unless I put up another set of fences and then they all just calm down. I didn't know he had that much aura, but this dog is apparently terrifying. I then went back home to the castle that I've spent so long on, and probably the most impressive build I will ever make, where I would run through the halls and lay in my bed for what would be the last time of my second year in realistic Minecraft. Honestly, this second year was a lot more dangerous than my first year, and it makes me look forward to what year 3 could possibly bring. If this video does just as well as the last one, you can expect me to upload year 3, hopefully not in another year from now. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, as it helps out the channel and makes me create content like this. Alright, let's see. There we go. That is 2 years. Wow. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's the year. Wow. We did it. That's how we end the year. Well, I guess oh well. Well, that's it. I hope that you were at least impressed with half the stuff I did. So, God, no. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, I guess. If there is, I don't know.